First of all, we acknowledge the traditional custodians of countries throughout Australia and their connection to land, sea, and community. We pay our respect to their elders, past and present, and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people today. In this report, I will explain what play is and why it is important for children's learning, and the play series and how we implement play-based learning in teaching. To begin with, I'd like to introduce a definition of base teaching play. What is play? Play is child-led, joyful, and children learning by asking questions purposefully, using and exploring ideas, interacting with others. In this situation, the teacher plays the role of an active partner. The teacher will design the game environment for children, and then observe the children's behavior in the game and provide appropriate guidance. However, if teachers try to control children's behavior and makes them learn passively, it does not fall within the scope of play. So, what is play-based learning looks like in early child teaching? In practice, play-based learning means rich setting and relaxed, guiding instructions. In the classroom, you will see open materials such as building blocks and pretend toys, where the children choose, negotiate, and practice repeatedly. We follow a continuous facilitation process. Sometimes the children takes the lead, and sometimes we provide the relaxed guidance to achieve the goal. And teachers record the learning process, such as taking photos and recording children's words and measuring data, and feeds this information into future planning. When we talk about the play series, as we can see, the historical lens gives us a big map. Piaget said, children build knowledge through practice, from practice play to pretend play, and finally go to play with rules. And Parton shows how children can transition from solitary play to collaborate play in social play. And Vygotsky shows us that play has social and cultural features that children learn with others in the zone of proximal development. And in contrast, modern series go further. In the historical series, teachers usually play the role of observer, but modern series point out that teachers will play the role of guider. Specifically means child-led play with light adult support and guidance, which is often more effective than free play or target instruction. Meanwhile, historical series focus more on a Western perspective, but modern series takes into account to the impact of the different cultures, languages, and communities on play. And in this part, I will highlight four types of play and introduce how they support children's learning and development. First, I'd like to introduce symbolic and pretend play, including drama, social drama, and role play. During this plays, children plan roles and negotiate stories, and this plays can enhance children's languages and executive and self-regulation abilities. Secondly, the physical play can develop a children's strength, behavior, balance, coordination, risk judgment, and social confidence ability. Third, exploratory play can encourage children to develop problem solving and exploration skills. And finally, social and communication play can strengthen children's cooperation and perspective talking taking skills. Well, why play is important in children's livings? That's because play isn't time off from learning, it is learning, and the function of play can be shown in these four perspectives. From a physical perspective, the activities during play, such as climbing, building, and problem solving, can help children build balance, strength, and coordination. From cognitive perspective, when kids plan pretend stories and solve log problems, it can help them change their problem solving and working memories and flexible thinking abilities. And from a social emotion perspective, children can gain a sense of belonging through role play collaboration. From language perspective, children can spark rich talk, learning new words, and early literacy through the play. So when play is child-led and teachers teach intentionally, children can make progress in multiple areas. If I have to set up a play in my room, I will make sure it's all child-led and I will only give kids guidance and keep them safe. Well, first, during the dramatic play, I will set up a small family clinic. The children will examine patients and call the pharmacist. For example, I will add words like appointment and offer a prompt, like we are out of bandages. What else we can use? Bandages and yeah. And next, in construction and in car play, the children will try to use blocks and pipes to build bridge, and then we will plan, test, and measure and modify our designs so that our design can be better. And meanwhile, in exploratory play, I will set up a light table play and um, color play. And when the light table becomes stained glass and when leaves and um, uh, with leaves, and we notice changes, I will ask, what if we layer this on the top? Well, for outdoors and physical play, I will set a log rolling path and together write safety rules with kids, and then I will guide the children to pay attention to balance and safety risks. Well, here is my reference list for this report. Thanks for watching.